So when we're showing that these two are equivalent, for that to be true, that means the coefficient of x squared should be the same on both sides of the equal sign. Same thing with the coefficient of x and the constant. Well, to be able to compare these two, we really need to FOIL this out or distribute, however you want to look at it. So let's go ahead and take this first term and distribute it to each of these. So if we have ax times x, that gives you ax squared. Then we'll distribute the ax to the v, which gives you axv. And then we'll do the same thing with this 5. If you distribute the 5, you get 5x plus 5v. And keep in mind that that's supposed to be equivalent to this right side. All right, so let's take a look at what we have here. Well, for the x squared term, yeah, they match right now, but that's not really helpful, right? Because they're both a, and we're trying to figure out what is a. If we look at the coefficient of x, well, you have two terms that have x. So let's go ahead and factor out the x and see what's left. That means we'd have AV, if we take out the x, plus 5. So that's going to be the coefficient of x on the left side. I'll just rewrite the ax squared over here. And then as far as the constant goes, well, the only one that doesn't have an x in it is this 5v. So when we rewrite this, we could determine what's going to be the easiest thing to figure out. In my opinion, the fact that 5v equals 25 makes it clear that v is 5 if you just divide both sides by 5. And the reason that's helpful is because now that we know that v is 5, we can go here, replace the v with 5, so it's 5a plus 5. And since that's the coefficient of x, that should be equivalent to this coefficient of x. And we could use solver at this point. I don't think it's necessary because you simply subtract 5 on both sides, divide by 5, and you get 4, which is option C.